Hi, my name's Kristen from Mandala, Montana. Welcome to your practice. I'm going to continue on with some Kundalini Kriyas. Kundalini is the yoga of awareness, and this one from the book of Kundalini Yoga Sadhana Guidelines, second edition, is sex energy transformation. So says, in our culture, we are taught to view sex in terms of pleasure and reproduction. We are not taught the need for moderation in sex in order to maintain a health and nerve balance. Sexual experience in the correct consciousness can give you the experience of God and bliss, but before that can ever occur, you must charge your sexual batteries and nurture real potency. The seminal fluids produced in the male and the fluids produced in the female contain high concentrations of minerals and elements that are crucial to proper nerve balance and brain function. According to the yoga tradition, these sexual fluids, or ojas, are reabsorbed by the body if allowed to mature, and the minerals and nutrient elements are taken into the spinal fluid. Running your brain without the ojas is like running a car without oil. You wear out quickly. It was said that the main use of sexual energy was to repair and rejuvenate the organs of the body. If the body is well cared for and nutrition is well balanced, the yogi maintains potency and sexual interest throughout the lifespan. Usually we see potency waning as early as the 40s. This Kriya will generate sexual energy and transmute it into ojas for healing and continual sexual vitality. The first 3 exercises activate the second chakra, then the navel point, and then the lower spine. Exercise 3 is especially effective for relieving tension and problems of the ovaries. Exercise 4 and 5 move the energy out of the digestive system. Exercise 7 distributes the energy from the navel point above the solar plexus to the heart center. Exercise 9 uses pranayama to completely open your psychic channels and move the Kundalini energy all the way to the highest chakras. Exercise 10 uses the Kundalini energy and the mantra to protect the mind to the infinity of the cosmos and beyond our normal earthly consciousness. So the Kundalini Kriya for sex energy transformation, right? So anything is just allowing yourself to center and bring your energy to wholeness. Is always a good way to think about it as well. Okay, so we're going to come and lie on our stomach for this one. Yeah, we really don't need any props. And so we're going to come into what's called Cobra posture. So as you come into Cobra posture, you lift on up, seeing it from the side. The feet can be, 6 inches apart, maybe a little bit wider as you maybe move from hip to hip. Draw the shoulders down the back just a little bit more. Feel the front of the pelvis on the floor, heart opening, shoulders down the back, elbows bent here. And then what we're going to do 26 times is you tuck the toes. So now as you tuck the toes, there's no more reason to come back to the tops of the feet. So now from here, inhale, come to plank pose, exhale, cobra pose. Inhale, plank pose, exhale, cobra pose. I'm keeping count. We're doing this 26 times. You can stay with long, slow, deep breathing, or if you are into mantra, then you start to bring in Om, So, Hum, Om, So, Hum, Om, So, Hum, Om, So, Hum, Om, So, Soham, Om 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 Soham. So, allow yourself to flatten the feet, come down to rest, pranam. Hands can come one underneath the other, little pillow for the head. And if you don't like this, just come to one side of the face and really breathe into this lumbar sacral area. Try to get the breath all the way to that second center. Now come to your table pose. So as you come to your table pose, as you rise the spine, it's cat. As you lower the belly, it's cow. So allowing yourself to find the cow pose. Walk the hands just a little bit forward to the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, chest and chin. Inhale, stay in cow. Exhale, chest and chin. Om Soham, 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 Om Soham. After your last one, sitting back into Thunderbolt or Hero's Pose. Close the eyes, hold the space, and breathe the energy. And so what you might be gathering is that this is not always easy. So there's the posture, and then there's the breath, and then there's the mantra. And the mantra kicks out the mind when the body starts to get tired and wants to give up, and often will give you a few more seconds of doing the posture than you would without any sound. So now we come onto our back for pelvic lifts. Ideally, we want to grab the ankles. And if you can't grab the ankles, you just lift and lower the hips. So if you've done bridge pose a lot, right, as I grab my ankles, I had to lift the the hips out of the way to grab those ankles. Inhale, you rise your hips up. Exhale, lower your hips down. Maybe doing a couple more, or at your next exhale, allowing the spine and the glutes to come down to your mat space. Gently hinching the toes away from your glutes and feet away from your glutes. And just to gently move your knees in a windshield wiper twist before you lengthen the legs out and find Shavasana. And notice if Kundalini Yoga makes you travel your awareness around the body rather than keeping it stuck in one point. Roll off to the side or rock up to seated. All right, placing your hands on your knees, allow yourself just to rock a little bit forward and back onto the glutes, really concentrating on your lower spine. And then we'll draw the legs out. If you have a block and have trouble with boat pose, then place the block underneath your heels. And then you'll lie down on your back. If you have a shifty lower back like me, bring your knees to bend, hands underneath you, legs are nice and long. Lift your head up, clear your back. So you'll either lift your heels up onto the block or lift your heels up 18 inches and continue long, slow, deep breathing. Now breath of fire, knee pumps. Inhale, rise your legs up over your hips. Exhale, flex the feet if they're not. Lower your heels all the way down to your mat space. Release your hands, release the block, and find Shavasana. Roll off to the side or rock to seated. Okay, doing the best you can. So here we'll bring the soles of the feet together and then grab the toes with interlaced fingers. So you allow yourself to rock back and rock up and rock back and rock up. If this doesn't work, grab behind your knees, rock back and rock up. And then allowing yourself to lift your way up. Sit for a moment, a breath or two. Then lie yourself down on your back. Feeling into the need or lack thereof to have the hands on the body or down by your sides. So now what I call low boat, but in Kundalini it's called stretch pose. So once again, you can have the block underneath your heels. You lift your arms up, bring them down, or up by your hip sides, lifting your head, your neck, and your shoulders. You can have your palms face up or down. Engage your belly to the spine. Lift your toes up, and then long, slow, or lift your feet up and long, slow, deep breathing. Oops, kick your legs up and then lift yourself to seated. And then here, if you're better seated on something, then allow yourself to find that underneath your sits bones. So now moving in to a few things of pranam. So peace fingers of your right hand come to the third eye space. And then you'll always use the right thumb to cover the right nostril and the right ring finger to cover your left nostril. You always start the breath in through the left. So just start to inhale your breath, or maybe a little bit longer. Inhale left and exhale right. Now, breath of fire, inhale through the left, exhale through the right. And then stop, cover the right nostril, and breath of fire in and out of the left nostril only. And stop, cover the left nostril, and breath of fire through the right nostril only. Pause, uncover both nostrils, let the arm come down, make sure the eyes are closed, and long, slow, deep breathing. And then opening your ears. Ek Ankar. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Wahe Guru. Ek Ankar. Sat Nam. Sat Nam 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 Wahe Guru. And now staying in this space for as long as you would like. Practice is now complete. Sat Nam.